Fort Lauderdale, Florida. This is NAB Show Live.
Ryan Salazar here with another edition of NAB Show Live and Broadcast Beat's pre-NAB Show coverage. Today we have a very special guest all the way in London, JP Delport with Domo Tactical Communications. How you doing, sir?
I'm really good, thank you. How are you?
Doing great here in Fort Lauderdale. You're all the way in the United Kingdom, near London, right?
That's right, that's right.
Excellent. So tell us about Domo Tactical Communications and how you guys got started and what you do.
Right, so Domo Tactical Communications, we were formerly known as Carbon Broadcast. And recently in January, we were acquired by an American company called Marlin Equity, and we rebranded to Domo Tactical Communications. And within the broadcast industry, we'll be known as Domo Broadcast. So we specialize in wireless video products, specifically encoding and decoding. So within our pedigree of engineers, we were responsible for the first digital wireless camera system back in the early 90s with the MPEG-2 wireless cameras. And then again, we were the first to market with the H.264 wireless camera system. And we just give broadcasters and outside broadcasters the ability to take the cables away from the cameras and transmit their video and audio wirelessly, which obviously gives you loads of benefits, not having cables dragging behind you.
Excellent. So I'm curious, so of course the name is Domo Tactical Communications. So do you guys, obviously you provide for surveillance, but you also do broadcast?
Yeah, absolutely. So my division of the company is purely broadcast. We don't get involved in surveillance whatsoever. We've got a dedicated product line for the broadcast industry because obviously expectations and requirements are completely different to that of the surveillance market. But the technology at the core is what's key. So we the encoding FPGA is used across the whole company. But I mean, just at NAB, we'll be showing real broadcast products, namely the outside broadcast transmitter, which is a sort of camera back clip-on transmitter, which is you won't see that in the surveillance world, of course.
Well, that's very cool. You know, the wireless industry, not even just cameras, but all sorts of different, technologies. Wireless in general has evolved so much over the last, my gosh, 5 years even, especially like 10. It's really exciting. And so, yeah, I'm sure that some of the technologies are fairly similar to what you guys have for the broadcast and surveillance industry.
Yeah, there's a lot of similar technologies out there. I think where we're separating off, we're seeing a clear sort of separation between the requirements and expectations of a traditional news broadcaster and the requirements of an outside broadcast or production facility. That the likes of people who are doing sport are all about sort of high bit rate, really good picture quality, low latency, and the news broadcasters is more looking for delivering content in a multiple different mediums. IP is very big. The IP workflow for broadcasters is where everything's migrating to now. So we're actually developing an IP-based wireless RF system. We've actually had the technology for a while in the surveillance world, but to bring that over to the broadcast world, we had our challenges with that. But at NAB again, we'll be showing a really cool product called the Solo 8 SDR, and it's a really small product that the functionality on it's unbelievable. It's really a groundbreaker in the industry. So it's a bidirectional RF link, in using the IP sort of domain. We'll be showing it on top of a Sony P1 camera, which is the Sony's box camera. We'll be taking the video out of there, encoding that to IP, transmitting that one way, but on the other way, we'll be having the camera control data going back to the camera. So in one little box, we've got a bidirectional link sending data across one way and video and audio across the other way. And I think that's ultimately where we can see the industry going, using sort of IP as opposed to traditional sort of SDI interfaces. And at the moment, we don't know of any other products like ours in the market with this current functionality.
Again, JP Delport with Domo Tactical Communications. We'll see you at the 2016 NAB show. And before we forget, share your booth number, sir.
Oh, great. It's in Central Hall, stand number 8739. Please come see us.